Hi everyone, today I am going to answer the final questions of the final exam of Advanced American Culture Studies film. Well, the first question was, what is montage? Montage is specifically cinematic technique that depends on the cast who are more powerful than the take. It is simply the editing. It was developed by the Soviet filmmakers such as Kudovkin and Eisenstein, who were proved through their own works that how montage can make the film more powerful, more realistic, not only by filming the real world of the characters, but also by filming the psychological realism of the audiences in the movie. Well, this takes us to talk about the famous movie by Eisenstein, Butler Potemkin, 1925, and specifically Odessa Step scene that was described as the most influential scene in the history of cinema, in which we can notice Eisenstein was more concerned on showing the power of the masses, in which we can distinguish the power of the character. The power of the cast that makes us at the end to remember many details about this film. Well, ultimately we can say that montages have succeeded finally to create specific ideas, and they have made us at the end to believe it's our own idea. The next question is how did things have changed after the Hollywood production process? Well, with the advanced sound that happened in the history of cinema, movies were characterized by striking the sexuality and the strong violence. That is to say, in other words, the filmmakers have the only freedom to show whatever they want without rules. That was certainly because of the Calvinism and the Orthodox that were brought in the United States of America, which paved the way finally to the establishment of the Hollywood production code that imposed draconic rules and limitations that should be guided by the filmmakers, depending on the content of the movie, such as all the criminals must be punished. In the bedroom should have 2 beds, and in the bathroom shouldn't have no toilet. The third question is how Citizen Kane is specifically an American story. Well, actually, Citizen Kane is a great masterpiece work by Orson Welles, in which he depicts the battle of the Charles Foster Kane that he had with his own ego, and Orson Welles he depicts also the hopeless things that Kanes have in his own life. Well, Kane's story is definitely can be an American experience. In fact, by putting the Kane in the center, putting Kane as the protagonist in the center of the narration. Well, Orson Welles, in order to tell the narration of the story, they have used more advanced cinematic techniques such as cut through time, overlapping dialogue, and the deep focus that helps him at the end to offer a deep or clear vision about the feelings of a particular country, such as particularly here America, in the process of becoming more powerful nature. The fourth question is describe the visual style of Hitchcock and what are the themes that he has employed. Well, everyone would agree that the Alfred Hitchcock films have a lot in common concerning the frozen theories. Hitchcock have described as the master of cinema. He preferred the use of suspense rather than the use of surprise. Well, this takes us certainly to talk about one of his the best films have ever made in the cinema, which is Vertigo, in which he depicts from this movie that have made with more common themes, which is such as like necrophilia and voyeurism. Especially when you watch this film, you can notice that there was some certain things such as that makes sure that the camera was playing an important role as an important person inside the real world of the movie. Well, Hitchcock have used many more advanced techniques that makes him at the end to serve the narration of the story, such as the use of wide angles of the camera and the use of deep focus, composite shots, and crossfade or dissolve, which means that there was some certain scenes. We can notice there was some images was like fade in, and there was dissolved, and it was replaced by another one, which is fade in over it. The last question, before the last question was how did Hollywood change after the America have entered the World War II? Well, actually, after the World War II, movies have started to reflect the spirit of the victorious nation that was associated by the Gilded Age, in which have contributed to the appearance of a new film genre that was film noir genre, a film that gave many chances to many non-professional actors to express their deep sorrow and their deep grief and their paranoia by producing such movies that reflect such movies that were characterized by first sad ending and the excessive use of dark black shadows. Then we can notice that those filmmakers, everyone has his own style, but their main purposes was to depict the real suffering of the filmmakers from the tragic consequences of the World War II. The five question is what are the qualities and the influences of the American New Wave? Well, the term of American New Wave has used to refer to the new masses or to the new generation of filmmakers who have appeared in America in 1960, 1950, and 1960. Those filmmakers who were certainly influenced by the French New Wave. We can say that, in other words, that the French New Wave movement has influenced a lot of directors all over the world, and especially in Europe, such as the Italian directors, the Japanese, and the German. Those filmmakers, we can say that they created new cinematic techniques, and their own purposes was to capture the hardships or the human drama of everyday life. And the qualities of the American movies of the American New Wave has limited on the use of the access of the iconic scene, in which we can notice that the director was focusing on the use of the excessive use of montage, the using of backlighting and the deep focus. And here we can mention the movie of The Godfather by Francis Ford Coppola. We can notice there was some scenes the director was focusing on the facial expressions of the characters. So ultimately, we can say that those filmmakers, they created something that the other directors didn't do it. They made the viewer not to think and feel only about what they are watching, but try to link and reflect all these things to their own lives. Well, this is my interest. I hope that my ideas and my thoughts are were very clear to everyone. Thanks for watching and goodbye.